Meet the squirrel. Look at him. He is safe. He is warm. He has enough food to survive the winter. By all biological standards, he is a successful animal. He should be happy. But then, he pulls out the device. He opens ForestGram suddenly. His warm home feels cramped. His acorns look small and dusty. His fur looks messy. Why? Because he saw the other squirrel. The other squirrel is standing on a mountain of golden acorns. The other squirrel has shinier fur. The other squirrel is traveling to the pine forest for a vacation. In a single second, our squirrel goes from content to miserable. Nothing in his physical reality changed. He didn't lose any acorns. His home didn't shrink. But in his mind, he is now poor. He is now a failure. This is the comparison trap. And today, we are going to look at why Squirrel tortures himself with the reality that doesn't exist. Part 1. The highlight reel versus the behind the scenes. The problem starts with a fundamental data error in Squirrel's brain. When Squirrel looks at ForestGram, he thinks he is seeing reality, but he is not. He is seeing a curated exhibition. He sees the golden acorn on the screen. He does not see the credit card debt used to buy it. He sees the smiling couple in the tree branch. He does not see the argument they had 5 minutes before the photo was taken. He compares his behind the scenes, his mess, his doubts, his bad hair dazed with everyone else's highlight reel. It is an unfair fight. Squirrel knows his own struggles intimately. He feels his own anxiety, but he only sees the avatars of others. He assumes that if their photos are perfect, their lives must be perfect too. He forgets that cameras don't capture insomnia. Filters don't fix depression. Part 2. The Evolutionary Glitch. Why does Squirrel do this? Why can't he just ignore the golden acorns? Because his brain is running on outdated software? Millions of years ago, comparison was a survival tool. If another squirrel had more nuts, it meant he knew something you didn't. You had to watch him. You had to compare yourself to the tribe to ensure you weren't the weakest link. Being the weakest meant being eaten. But back then, Squirrel only compared himself to the 10 other squirrels in his local tree. Today, Squirrel opens his phone and competes with 10 million squirrels from around the world. He is competing with the smartest, richest, and fittest squirrels on the planet, all at once. His ancient brain interprets this as a threat. I am low status. I am in danger. The cortisol spikes, the anxiety sets in. He isn't actually in danger, but his biology reacts as if he is being left behind by the tribe. Part 3. The Gap. Here is the most dangerous illusion of all. Squirrel looks at an Elon Muskrat or a Jeff Bezos involved in a huge empire. Squirrel says, I am working so hard. Why don't I have a forest like that? He is comparing his chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. He sees the result, but he is blind to the process. He doesn't see the 10 years of failed harvests. He doesn't see the winters where they almost starved. Social media deletes the timeline. It presents success as an event, not a process. Part 4. The Paradox of the Rich Squirrel. Let's whisper a secret to our anxious squirrel. That perfect squirrel he envies, he is probably anxious too. The hedonic treadmill guarantees that the squirrel on the mountain is looking at a squirrel on the moon. There is always a bigger pile of nuts. There is always a shinier tail. If our squirrel could swap lives with the influencer he admires, he would inherit their problems too. The stress of maintaining the image, the fear of losing it all, the fake friends, the grass isn't greener on the other side, it's just artificial turf. Part 5. Stay in your tree. So, how does Squirrel break free? He adopts a new mantra: stay in your tree. Staying in your tree means defining success on your terms, not the algorithms. It means realizing that life is not a race against other squirrels. It is a marathon against yourself. Squirrel needs to cultivate JOMO, the joy of missing out. He creates boundaries. He unfollows the accounts that make him feel poor. He stops checking ForestGram first thing in the morning. He realizes that looking at someone else's harvest will not water his own crops. Every minute spent envying another is a minute stolen from his own growth. Conclusion: the only metric that matters. The only valid comparison is this: is Squirrel better today than he was yesterday? Did he gather one more acorn? Did he learn one new thing? If the answer is yes, he is winning. The world is noisy, the golden acorns are shiny, but peace is found in the quiet work of your own hands. Don't watch the scoreboard. Watch the ball. Stay in your tree, squirrel. You are doing just fine. The squirrel says thanks. Like this video. Toss him a subscribe. It helps him focus.